Heads up, Nick Fury's calling you. That's him.
You sent Nick Fury to voicemail?
I gotta go.
You do not ghost Nick Fury.
Woo! Hey, how's it hanging?
I love that guy.
I need a suit.
I like the new suit.
Thanks.
Hello, Peter.
Hello?
Would you like to see what I can do?
Whoa.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman. Man, this new Spider-Man Far From Home international trailer is insane. Admittedly, I could have been done with this video hours ago, but I couldn't help myself from playing the clip over and over again. Now, it's not a long trailer, it's only 30 seconds, but the Pandora's box of questions that's opened just by a myriad of the things that we see in this trailer is absolutely nuts. It took me a minute to sort my thoughts out because I was fanboying so hard. This is the Peter Parker that I grew up reading in the comic books. We're going to break down everything that's going on in this trailer, but first, if you could grab the subscribe button, we're giving away 2 PlayStation 4 Pros as well as a whole slew of other Marvel related stuff. All you have to do, hit the subscribe button, then hit the notification bell, leave a like and a comment on this video, and if you want, stick around to the end of the video. I'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there. So as I said, not a very long trailer at all, only 30 seconds, and as of the trailer release time at about 2:30 in the morning Eastern Standard Time, I wasn't actually able to source this clip to an official Sony page, international or otherwise, but considering how HD this footage is, you can be guaranteed we're going to be getting some sort of official release soon, and it'll probably have exactly the same frames or similar, just montaged differently. Speaking of frames, there are several in this video that answer questions, but there are several that beg some, so we're going to go frame by frame and break every single one down. And obviously we're going to start with these glasses. They say Stark Industries right there inside the case, and that looks like a little card or an envelope. There might be a card or a note inside. Now obviously, if Tony recorded a hologram for his daughter and he thought of him as a son, there's a chance he recorded a hologram for Peter Parker as well. And if he did, and he delivered those glasses to him after his death, there's a chance that hologram is going to be in his glasses. Now, I don't know if a lot of you know this or not, but there was the theory going around I did not cover on the channel. It was kind of silly. People thought they saw Iron Man's reflection in the lenses of these glasses in the one shot we had of them prior to the release of this trailer, but it seems as though they may not be that silly, and there may be a message for Peter Parker in there indeed, although it's important to note that it would probably just be Tony Stark and not Iron Man wearing his mask, recording a heartfelt message for Peter Parker. Now, it's also important to note that right before his death, Tony Stark was obviously working with and for S.H.I.E.L.D. He hadn't given up completely on his responsibility for keeping the world safe, and that's evident right here by what he's wearing when they travel back in time to the Battle of New York. So this technology may not be special directly to Peter Parker himself, or rather supplied to S.H.I.E.L.D., and these glasses are separate for him with a little note inside. You might have also noticed that the voice on the overlay is similar to the Iron Man HUD and the one inside Peter's original suit gifted to him by Tony Stark, but it also sounds a lot more generic and sort of like a Siri or an Alexa rather than a personalized assistant. So it may be a centralized intelligence data bank and or something a lot more simple for all of the S.H.I.E.L.D. agents to use. This may be some sort of technology now they're moving inside of the glasses. It's never been a traditional Spider-Man thing to have that sort of heads-up display and personal assistant inside like an Iron Man costume. I remember a lot of people kind of having a problem with an Iron Man display in the Spider-Man suit during Homecoming. It's just such an upgrade and a change from the normal Spider-Man threads. So it would be awesome if they decided to move this HUD technology specifically to the glasses, an ancillary piece of equipment he can use when he's not in his costume. Speaking of the normal Spider-Man threads, Peter Parker has always created his own costumes, especially which led to sort of that resentment of Iron Man giving him one, and now finally in the MCU he's going to be doing just that. Now, it's been the running theory for some 2 weeks, and I'm actually going to give a spoiler warning because it's looking more and more like this is the case. So if you don't want to hear anything spoilerish for Spider-Man Far From Home, I'm going to give you a couple of seconds to back out now. you've been forewarned. But a lot of people are guessing, and it's looking a lot more factual now, that he's going to break down the black stealth suit given to him by Nick Fury and the original blue and red suit given to him by Tony Stark, left at home, that Aunt May then packed for him, and combine the technologies to make his own suit. There's even some rumors that he may get some of the technology from Mysterio. Of course, it's unforeseen whether Mysterio is still from our multiverse or from another plane, but if he's from another plane, it may be some different kind of technology, setting Peter Parker up to take that role as the mastermind in the MCU, now with the absence of Tony Stark. Now, of course, if they introduce the Fantastic Four somewhere down the road, Mr. Fantastic is one of the ultimate minds, and if Franklin Richards, his son, ever comes into the MCU, well, then that's a whole nother fish to fry, and we'll talk about that when we get there. But the thing about Peter Parker that I enjoyed so much when I read the comics was that he wasn't just a humorous character, he wasn't just an awesome action character and super powerful, but it was all about his brain, how smart he was, not always besting opponents in the field of battle, but outthinking them as well. Now, in this specific scene that we're going to focus on, I've shown this screenshot a couple of times. Look here in the foreground at the Iron Spider suit. He's somehow ripped the blue from it, and it looks exactly like the original golden red Iron Spider. He may be taking some of the blue elements. Of course, it would make a lot more sense for him to combine the original blue and red suit with the black suit, as they both look like they're cloth and the Iron Spider is made of metal, but he may be using some of that technology as well. It may be all three suits he's combining with some of his own and some of Mysterio's technology, making it the ultimate suit. I think it's also really awesome that he's ready to rock with this. They've made Peter Parker the questioning protagonist a lot so far with his story in the MCU, and rightfully so. That's always been part of Peter Parker's arc. He's a kid. But really, when it comes to science and invention, he's in his element. And part of the awesome thing about Peter Parker in this scene, it looks like, is that he's ready to go. There's no holding back. There's no questioning what he needs to do or wants to do. He understands the technology completely and is about to finish what he needs to complete the task. Does this remind you of anybody, specifically Iron Man? In a way here, they've metaphorically and symbolically passed the mantle to the next mastermind in the MCU. And like I said, if Franklin Richards should show his head sometime in the MCU, then we'll reconsider. But with the absence of Tony, now maybe perhaps Peter Parker will play a larger role in leadership and strategy, the way that Captain America and Iron Man did before. And definitely looks like he's going to be their technology go-to guy, at least in the interim. Him and Shuri, if you remember, this was sort of teased by Shuri herself in an interview post Avengers Infinity War, pre Avengers Endgame. She said they might cross over, become buds down the road, but at least on the Shield side and the Avengers side, he may be the only one who's up to the task of deciphering the cutting edge technology to take on the Norman Osborns, the Sinister Sixes of the world, and handle things on that level, and possibly down the road integrate any alien technology that comes to Earth. We all know that there was just a little bit of wreckage on Earth during the Battle of New York that was left over from the cleanup, and it was able to sort of disseminate its way through the criminal underground. Can you imagine the insanity that would have ensued from the entirety of all that alien wreckage from the Battle of Upstate New York? It's a really good thing that Tony snapped and thusly dusted all of it. It doesn't matter how contained it was, there would have just been a mass quantity of alien technology that makes for a lot of Scorpions, a lot of Shockers, a lot of Vultures in the world. But what's to say now that we're so far into the future and we know Captain Marvel has now been coming to Earth along with the Guardians of the Galaxy, Asgard is here, that there won't be a lot more alien technology, and as Thor put it, space magic coming to Earth in the future. And if Peter Parker is one of the only people who's able to work in that technology, then that takes his power level and puts it aside for how important his brain and his mind is in the MCU. And that is the Peter Parker that I always knew and loved as a kid growing up reading these comics. It's not about who he is as a superhero and his power, but rather about how smart he is, how he can outthink his opponents and strategize what he needs to win. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Firstly, about this trailer, are you as hyped as I am? Literally, I just keep stopping recording so that I can watch it again. This is going to be such a hype movie. If you had told me any Marvel movie, including Spider-Man, could have lived up to the hype after Avengers Endgame, I wouldn't have believed it. But it looks as though they may be doing just that. I gotta tip my hat to Marvel Studios. They never cease to amaze me. Quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. All right, we're giving away 2 PlayStation 4 Pros. One at the 400,000 subscriber mark here on the channel, which we should hit easily by the end of the month, if not in a couple of weeks. We're also giving away another PlayStation 4 Pro over on my Spotify account, Allfires. It's free and easy to enter that one. If you have an account, great. If you don't, it's free to make one. All you got to do, follow the link down in the description in the comments below. Follow my account, Allfires, on Spotify, stream the song, and then screenshot you doing that and send it to everythingalwaysyt@gmail.com. Far fewer people are going to do this than actually subscribe to the channel, and it's going to greatly boost your odds of winning a PlayStation 4 Pro. But we're also still giving the one away at the channel. We're also giving away tickets to go see Spider-Man Far From Home in IMAX once they go on sale here at the channel, plus a bunch of Endgame Hot Toy stuff once they also go on sale and are available to the public. I cannot wait to get my hands on that Hulk Stark Tech Infinity Gauntlet. Guys, if you want to win any of the stuff here at the channel, it's super simple. All you have to do, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. You have to like the video, comment on the video, and the more videos that you like and comment on down the road, the better chance you have of winning. My name's Michael Roman. This is Everything Always. Thanks for checking out the channel, dudes, and stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.